Hi, my name is Miss Kate and welcome to Fine Motor Friday. Last time we were together, we made oobleck, which I had a lot of fun with and I hope you did too. This week, we are going to make something else that the kids like to play with. We're going to make our own Play-Doh. So I like the store-bought stuff, but maybe we don't want to go to the store right now. I know there's 1,000,001 ways that you can make Play-Doh. There are so many videos online. But I thought I'd make one for us with what they usually make in the preschools, or at least what they make in the class that my mother works in. She's one of the paras with Miss Claudia. And she is a Play-Doh pro. So she's going to be guiding us through her regular recipe today. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And away we go. So here is Miss Chris, who is my mom. You may know her if you're in Miss Claudia's class. She's one of the paras, and she's going to be our Play-Doh chef today because she's really good at it. And all right, we're going to introduce what you will need.
Okay, what we need to make Play-Doh is 2 cups of flour. Any old kind of flour is fine. We need 3/4 cup of salt, plain old salt. We need 4 teaspoons of cream of tartar, and we need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, or any kind of oil. Coconut oil, plain ordinary oil, any old oil. And 2 cups of warm water, and food coloring, whatever you fancy. And a non-stick pan is good. First of all, we pour in the flour. Then we pour in the salt. Then we put in more tablespoons. Oh.
This is a new cream of tartar, so we have to open it.
There we go.
Then you open your cream of tartar.
You get 4 teaspoons. You can measure it out with your child. 1. 2. 3. 4. A bit of a good look. Okay. All the dry ingredients are in the bowl. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil and 2 cups of warm water. And then we're going to stir it up.
So this is a fun fine motor project that we can do with the kids. Some of the fine motor aspects, pouring things in, like we were pouring in the dry and the wet liquids, and then mixing until you get a nice consistency like this. So not too many lumps of flour. Our flour was a little lumpy, so we had to mix a little longer. And what we're going to do now is pour half of the batter into our jugs from earlier so that we can do 2 colors. There's 1. And 2. All right, so since it's going to be Valentine's Day, we are going to do red and purple. So we are going to put in a little bit of red in both. This is another opportunity where we can teach how to mix colors. If I want purple, I'm going to add a little bit of blue to my red. All right, and we are going to use a chopstick to mix because that's what we have. That's what we feel like doing. Okay, so we're mixing. And another opportunity, you can use a spoon or a fork or whatever you have around. I think mine's turning out a little bit more blue than I thought it would. Maybe I should add a little bit more red. Thank you. All right, perfect. And I'm gonna mix.
I've got nice pink.
Yours looks really nice. Mixing brown, yellow, right. Get getting a little bit more purple now. All right, so here are our colors. We have purple-ish and pink. I don't know if the color's showing up well on camera, but it is very pretty pink here. All right, and now they need to go on the stove. So we are gonna get the pan. And a pro tip from Miss Chris is that you use the lighter color first if you were doing 2 colors so that it doesn't mess up how the second color comes out.
Okay, we're going to put the pan on low heat and pour in our pink Play-Doh. We don't want it very hot. We're going to cook it on low heat, just like this.
Looks kind of like a pancake. So do they need to stir it, or we're just kind of letting this side cook? How does this go?
We just let it warm up on the bottom and then we turn it over a bit. But I've never cooked it on this.
We usually make it at school.
Yeah. So each pan is a bit different. I don't want to turn it too hot. So we start off low and work your way up the heat a bit.
Okay, so this is definitely a portion where our little friends are no longer participating. This is a mommy or daddy portion, or auntie or uncle or grandma or grandpa. All right, so we are stirring and stirring, and we will check back with you when it gets a little bit thicker.
Okay, we've been going about 5 minutes. I've been turning the heat up slowly, and it will start to get a bit thicker.
So you'll see when you turn it over, there's a little bit of a crust.
Like so.
That. There you go.
You can add sparkles to this glitter.
Yeah, if you're comfortable using glitter or sparkles, smelly or if you want to add in vanilla or essential oils, whatever you're comfortable. Again, this is one of those things we don't want to eat. So at this point, there's nothing yet that we could we would be tempted to eat, I would think, but sometimes vanilla is nice, but it may smell. And some of the recipes they have out there are made with frosting and things, which I feel like is confusing for not making this seem like food, but that's why our version is just the basic Play-Doh.
Okay, it's starting to get there now. You don't want to let it get too dry, otherwise it just will get crumbly and
won't be any good. And we just want to point out, if you see any red on your hands, it's not blood, it's the food coloring from earlier.
Okay.
All right, so we've put the Play-Doh onto the cooktop now, and we're just testing that it's the right consistency. I don't know, what do you think?
Maybe we'll leave it in the pan for a little bit more. It's still a bit sticky.
Okay. The pan is still warm. Again, we're still at the point where this is a mom or dad moment. Our friends are helping us with the mixing portion, not with the cooking portion. All right, is that it? All right, so now we need our Ziploc bag.
Play-Doh, and we're just gonna put it in the bag until we get around to playing with it. And then zip it up.
Our nice Valentine's Day Play-Doh. And we can make our purple now, or if you're making a second color.
And here is our purple. I just got it out and I'm squishing it about a bit. And it's nice and soft. And then I'm gonna put it in a bag.
Okie doke, let's find a bag. And that's our Fine Motor Friday video today. My nephew wants to hang out now, so that's what we're gonna do. Thank you for making a Play-Doh for us. I know you do it for the class and it always turns out really well. All right, bye guys.